Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Kyle here, back with the Sabres, year 2 off season. In the last video, we played the Tampa Bay Lightning in the first round of the playoffs, and frankly, we kind of got stomped. First couple games were close. First game was close at least, and then we got shut out in game 2, a crazy game in game number 3, and then we got pummeled in game number 4. And then just couldn't pull it together for game number 5. So we lose in 5 in our first return to the playoffs in 2 decades. So in this video, we'll go through the first bit of the offseason. We'll see if Malkin and Kane retire. Malkin maybe, obviously a high chance, being that he's, 40 at this point. So we'll see what happens with those guys. Ekholm as well, I guess. He's on the older side. And then we'll get into the draft, hopefully get some good pieces for our present and future. And then if we have time, depending on how long the draft takes, I'll do the re-sign phase in this video. If not, that'll be in the next one. So without further ado, let's get right into it and see, number 1, who wins the cup in year number 2. And then also who retires in this off season. Okay, we'll leave that for a bit later. Looks like the AHL team is doing decent, at least. Okay. And the Lightning end up winning the cup. So we do lose to the best team, so some upside there, I guess, but obviously still not a cup win and not a playoff series win either. So we're still looking for those. Draft lottery, Detroit wins the lottery. They move from 2 to 1. And obviously we'll have a pick between 17 and 20, most likely. So with that, let's take a look. Landon Dupont not scouted at all. So I'll have to really lock in on my scouting here. But let's see. I think we will have... Wow, so 25 actually. I guess we were pretty good in the regular season, so that makes sense. Okay, so don't have a ton of picks, but this is what we're looking like. So let's go through here. See if there's any guys in those ranges. This Darby could maybe be something. Maybe we could trade up a tiny bit in the second round to grab him. These guys are not going to be there when we pick. Okay, and then any low elites? Not really. Top 6, these guys are not going to be here. Rodin maybe, but we might grab this Ted Alberts. That's a potential pick there for our first round pick. And then low, he's not going to be there. Burkhoff might be there in round 2. And top 9. Sure. Do we need top 9? No, there's a lot of top 9 forwards out there. Really looking for top 4D and top 6 forward and above, and starter potential goalies as well while we're there, because besides Levi, we don't really have a ton. So no gems, and yeah, that'll be it. So we got a couple guys that we have eyes on, just a few here, but we'll see what progresses. And now the big one, does Evgeny Malkin retire? No, he does not. Looks like none of our guys actually retired, which is good. Great. So we're looking like another season with those guys. Michael Hutchinson, wow, that's a throwback. Good career for him. Okay, so let's get into the draft then at that point. See if there's any other guys that come up. I mean, we know what DuPont is, even with the unknown scouting. But it doesn't look like anything else new, so we'll just go in as we are here. See if we got any growth out of any of these guys before we do head into the draft. I don't think there's anyone we want to move at this point. Oh, look, it's been about a week since I've recorded this, so I can't really remember what we did with our pending free agents. I bet since we made the playoffs, we probably held on to them. So we'll see what the deal is with all of these guys. So forwards, Zach Benson up to an 89. That is amazing. He's got X factors now. Born leader, tape to tape, and pressure plus. So yeah, he's looking like a stud. Defensively, he's fantastic. Puck skills are 5-star, but he can get better and better. Offensive awareness 91, good skating, and a pretty good shot as well. So him and Tage will be great for our future. I would like to get a sniper. I'm hoping that Kulik can be that guy. Maybe that's the lineup we do, that first line. But Malkin's still an 89 overall, still first line forward at 40 years old. He's still a stud. Patrick Kane's still pretty good at 38, second line. And Ryan McLeod is still listed as a third line forward, but he's solid for us. So that's a decent top six. Josh Norris still a second line forward. So our top six is still pretty good. Benson, Malkin, Thompson, Kane, Kulik, and Norris. We'll go with that. Josh Norris is getting into the range of being, too expensive for what he is, but that's okay for now. And then Michelli, Luka up to an 81, so he'll be ready to play next year, which is great. Roseanne as well, still listed as a depth forward. And everybody else is kind of where they were. Okay. Let's see. Did I sign Kulik? I must have. Anyway, none of these guys have crazy trade value, so that's fine. Okay, defensively, we're looking at, Dahlin, still an absolute monster. Owen Power, is he a top two? He is now. So now we have two top two defensemen. Owen Power will continue to get better and better, which is amazing. So these guys are locked. These are our future for sure. Kesselring and Ekholm, he's doing okay. Samuelson, might actually move Samuelson up to that middle pair and Ekholm down. Jacob Bryson up to an 82, so that's pretty good. And then Timmins as depth. Cool. Anybody expiring with any trade value? Not really. And then goaltenders, Devin Levi is an 86. Amazing. So he continues to grow little by little. Still one more year of growth for him. Lyon's still a decent backup. And then we've got these guys that are coming up, 19 and 18, so a few years away for them. Okay, so nobody to move at the deadline here, or not deadline, the draft here. And I think we're pretty solid. Like I like Kulik as that sniper to play with Thompson and Benson. Hopefully he can get a little bit of a growth jump. And then we've still got Malkin, Kane, and Josh Norris, which, is what it is. But yeah, let's get into the draft here. So our first round pick will take whichever of those two guys is there. So the first guy, I forget his name, he got taken, but we will take Alberts here. Ted Alberts, 18 years old. A lot of strengths, no weaknesses. 2 years away from the NHL. Claude Giroux, I like that as a winger, playmaker. So that's decent. So Ted Alberts, top 6 forward. Welcome to the team at 67 overall. Okay, so next up, we have 46 and 48. I definitely would like to take a flyer on this guy, Griffin Darby. Actually, he's a real player, so he probably won't be that good. Maybe we just go after Burkhoff here and then call it a day. Okay, 48, and our next pick will be 57. So let's trade up. So 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Let's trade maybe to, okay, no Western teams, but we'll go Carolina here. Trade for the 44th, and we'll just trade our picks here, 57th, and then our 4th rounder. And that should get that done. It is great. So now we will go to 44. And we will take Burkhoff, low, top 6. Good strengths, no weaknesses. Power forward, I like that. 3 years away, so he could be something potentially. Lucas Burkhoff, welcome. And are we interested in... Do we take a shot at Darby just because? Yeah, why not? We've got those extra picks we weren't really going to do anything with, so... Why don't we go... We'll go... Do we risk that Nashville takes him and go for Calgary, or do we just trade for Nashville? We're just going to trade for this pick here. We have the assets to do so, so no need to risk not getting him. So 2/3 for the Nashville 2nd. No, not close. Okay. How about a 7th round pick? A little cherry on top. Nope, they do not like that. Okay, how about a 5th then? A bit low, so it'll have to be a 4th, which is fine. We have a couple 4ths next year, and I'm hoping that we'll be good next year again, so there we go. So a bunch of picks for one pick. I hope this is worth it for Darby again. Real player, so likely to not be on the higher end of the potential. Like, you know, you get created players with a 1 bar, and usually if it's like high elite, they'll be at least like a top 4, but it's likely that he'll be lower than that just because he is a top. Yeah. Real player, so top 6 medium. That's fine. We took the shot. Nothing too much about it. So yeah, that'll be it for the draft. Not really anyone else that I'm interested in. And we don't have any more picks anyway, so that'll be that. So 3 guys there that will stock the cupboards a little bit. And now we will, yeah, pretty quick there. So we'll do the re-sign in this video as well. So Lindy Ruff, we had a good season, so we'll bring him back. Pay him whatever he wants. 10 million. Yup. And then, do we like these guys? Sure, we'll sign them for now, actually. He wants to be an assistant coach, but we'll pay you the big bucks, Davis. And Tierney, associate coach. Okay. And any scouts expiring. What am I doing here? Yeah, 1 lack signed. Like, did I... Why was DuPont not scouted at all? That's weird. Super weird. Okay, so resign phase. I think we do have a lot of cap space. Yeah, 18 million. So let us first see who is expiring. So really, did we sign Malkin and Kane to 2-year deals? We did, didn't we? Okay. So that's, yeah, these are still fine because they still have their potential, so they won't drop below their value this year. Big extension, obviously, next year for Zach Benson. He's going to want probably north of 10, I would bet. But for this year, let's take a look. So Josh Doan, we definitely would like to bring back. Krebs as well. So let's take a look at these guys. Let's start with the forwards. Are any of these guys? These guys are depth. So Lizotte and up will be NHL contracts. Blake Lizotte, what did he do for us? He didn't even really play for us, did he? He does hit. He's pretty close. He actually doesn't hit that much. What do you want? Blake Lizotte. That's fine. For depth, that's pretty cheap. We can go 1.525. There we go. Sissons. Minus 15. 70 hits. Again, depth, that's fine. I'm not too worried about that, especially with the cap space we have. 1.8 is fine. Justin Danforth did not really play. 3 assists and an even plus minus. Nearly point per game in Rochester. More than a hit per game. Yeah, Danforth is good. He's a sniper too, so we'll want to bring him back for sure. And he wants a super cheap contract, so that is great. So we'll go 1.175 for Danforth. And then Peyton Krebs. 17 points, minus 9. Center, what are his face-offs? 75. Yeah, you really need 80 plus to be like really good at face-offs in this sim. He does hit, and yeah, pretty good giveaway takeaway ratio. So Peyton Krebs, I like. Face-offs, maybe not as a center, but as a bottom 6 forward, he's pretty good. So we'll bring him back as well. 1.5 for 2 years for Krebs. And then lastly, Josh Doan. 21 points plus 4, which is nice. 12 minutes per game. Not a lot of hits, and he did give the puck away quite a bit. So iffy on Josh Doan, but he doesn't want much either. So that's a price that I can pay. So there we go. Forwards. At least NHL level forwards signed, and then we'll go to defensemen. We have Timmins and Komarov. So Komarov did not play at all for us. In the AHL, 30 points plus 4. More than a shot per game, a ton of hits, ton of blocked shots. Wow, this guy is a monster. A lot of giveaways, but his physical is not even that good. But just the amount of hits and blocked shots, I will give him a contract just for that. And yeah, he's going to be cheap because he hasn't played in the NHL. So can we get him for 3 years? Yeah, 3 years, 800. Great. And then Connor Timmins. Didn't play much for us either. The year before had 18 points, but minus 15. 9 games this year, only 14.5 minutes. 2 hits, a blocked shot per game, and pretty even giveaway takeaway. So, again, kind of a kind of a iffy player, but again, he doesn't want a ton, so we will sign him 1.75. There we go. And then lastly, goaltenders. Alex Lyon is expiring. He was great for us last year, so we definitely would like to bring him back as a backup. He wants 2.8. Is that in my budget? So backup goaltender. Maybe. If I can get him down. Ooh. What if I give him a modified no trade? And then do that, and then do that. So 2.325. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna dick around over like 500K, so that's fine. He was great for us. We'll bring him back. Yeah, 300K really. So that's fine. Colton Ellis as well is, yeah, he was good. He played for us, didn't he? Yeah, he was great in the games that he played. Another potential backup. How much does he want? Yeah, that's great. We'll sign him. We can do 3 years, 800 as well. And then Ratzlaff, so that's fine. Okay, so all our NHL level talent has been offered contracts. We'll see if they sign. Great, Lindy Ruff returns. Okay. He did not want the responsibility. This dude does not want to be associate coach. That's fine. Our scout is back. Colton Ellis returns. Peyton Krebs returns. Josh Doan, Timmins, Lyon, Danforth, Lizotte, Sissons, Komarov. Great. So all of our NHL level talent signed, and we have 13.6 million to work with. So let's just go through and sign all these minor league guys. 2 years, 800. Do I need this guy? No. Defenseman, Novikov. We don't really have very much in terms of. No, you know what? These guys are never going to be anything, so. Thanks for your service, gentlemen, but good luck elsewhere. Forwards, same thing. Do not really need any of these guys. Okay, Ratzlaff back. Okay, so that is all of our players signed, and we have 13.6 million. We do need to keep in mind an extension for Zach Benson and Kulik as well next year, so those are the big two. And then so I think what I'll do, well, let's get to free agency, see who's out there, and in the next video we'll go through. Why does it do this? Why can I not just keep my trade block how I want it? Super annoying. We'll sign Benson and Kulik to their extensions first, because then we'll know if we can sign anybody long term or not, because obviously those guys are our future. We want to get them locked up if we can. So why do I keep doing that? Anyway, let's have a quick peek at the free agents. So the top, pretty weak again this year. No real superstars, but some good players, definitely. Vince Dunn is nice. We don't need a defenseman, though. Definitely not, yeah, we're pretty locked in the top 4 defense, really. And then even our forwards, our top 6 is pretty good. Like Eklund would be pretty nice, but we've already got that first line playmaker. He's probably a RFA as well. Yeah, he is. Drake Batherson, two-way forward, playmaker. We're really looking for snipers, if anything. So like a DeBrincat, actually. So that's kind of interesting, but that would be nearly all of our cap space, 11.3, which is a lot, 10%, yeah. Don't know about that. Kuzmenko, maybe. Tarasenko, maybe, for a year or two. But yeah, those are kind of the only guys I would look to go after. But we can have a peek at our contract situation in the next video, and we will decide what we want to do in that regard. So yeah, that'll be it for this one. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.